Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today we are going to be talking about for 15 minutes what's to come. And so basically what's to come is the same thing that I talked about a couple of days ago. And we're going to watch real estate and not politics this time for like 30 minutes. Um, I'm gonna turn this off because it's just pissing me off. Ugh, wanker. So anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about what's to come. So I'm supposed to be continuing school on the 9th of April. April 9th is the day that I start school. And that falls on, I believe, a Thursday or Wednesday. Wednesday. Wednesday, April 9th. Next Wednesday, 7 days. 7 whole days, not a word from you. 7 whole nights, not just by you. Can't take it, won't take it, can't take it, no. I had about enough of you. I'd rather be on my own. Let me stop. 7 whole days from now. So, yeah. I'm excited and scared. I'm excited and scared because I'm like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? I sent them everything from the certificate of eligibility to my FAFSA, everything, everything. All my people that are African American know where that came from. Everything. New Jack City. I know y'all forgot about that scenario. Y'all didn't see that one coming. So anyway, yeah, but other than that, all jokes aside, school is a big deal for me. This is my last go round of school, and I want to make it, rock. I want to make it, you know what I hate? I hate when I get on here and I can have up to 29 people watching, or probably even more than that, and the ticker says zero. And I'll be like, what's going on? It depends on what blocker they're on. And I'll be like, really? You don't give me no statistics. Why is that? I don't talk about nothing crazy. So why is it that when I'm on here, I mean, I know I have some stragglers, some haters. I know that, but I can handle that. They talk about my hair, my wig. They talked about Jesus Christ, man. Let them talk. Let them talk about me. I don't care. I mean, I care to a point where, yes, I'll vent it out, but I don't let that, like a school age kid, bother me and me just be like, sitting under the covers, like, why they don't like me? They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Type thing like Carrie, I don't think like that. I really don't. I say what I have to say and I move on. You know, I don't like it when that ticker says zero because I know it's way more people on here watching my show, you know. So I've been watching the program and they've been doing some more and more protests. And yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, I go back to school on the 9th. It's bittersweet because I don't know, what if I do bad, I don't want to do bad. I want to do good for the sake of myself and my career. I want to get B's and A's, and I want to make sure that my record shows that I push forward with A's and B's, and not C's and D's. This is a traditional school, and I want to make sure that I do that. Now, the only thing stalling up my business is one thing, um, one little minor thing to get my business started. It's how can I explain it without giving away too much detail? They have to verify my business so that I can give them my account number and stuff. And I hate that because I did it on the 31st and they said a couple of days, and it's been a couple of days. I'm wondering if it's going to be on a next Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to say about that, or a couple of weeks, I don't know. I tried calling and, you know, um, they said they have no information. So I'm at the mercy of their hands. So it has nothing to do with the company itself. It has everything to do with the third party company getting together so that I can get funded when it does go through. So yeah, I'm at the mercy of them. And when it does go through, what I'll do, I'm allowed to, I don't want to talk about it right now until I start receiving monetary stuff. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be dependent on the people that are on Facebook, because I have some really mean people on Facebook. I have some good people that are following me that are scared to just like my stuff, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I love you guys. That's the guys I love. But then I have some haters that would sit up there and buy my product and then want to take it back just to see if it really worked, you know, to see if the business is up and running, just to see, and that's I don't want that happening. So I'll wait until I'll wait until I have revenue coming in already. So that's as much as I can tell you about that. Yeah. And I hate to say it, it's like, people, I have some good, very good people that watch my show. Very, very good people. And I appreciate y'all. Like seriously, I appreciate y'all. But then, you had somebody come on my show and talk about like my makeup and that I'm a people repellent. And I'm like, I knew who it was, but I'm like, what does that got to do with anything? Like, why would you say such bad words? And you know how people be like, they be like Carrie. Some of y'all are too young to know about Carrie. 1970s Carrie, not the 2000 Carrie that came out, even though I watched both of them. But the 1970 version, I happened to see that, and I remember it was so terrible, man. I think John Travolta was in it too. It was so terrible. They straight dogged that girl out, and she wasn't ugly. She was just different, because she didn't have that type of friendship. And He didn't know what was going on. He didn't even know what was going on. I don't think he knew what was going on. He started liking her, and all because of jealousy, and at the end, the point is, at the end, they were like, they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. I don't sit up there and care if people laugh at me. That's not what I care about. I don't sit up there and worry that people will laugh at me. I understand that, some people don't want to like my stuff because, they don't understand why I don't get likes as is, and one, let me explain. I'm estranged from my family, and two, um, I don't have any, like, I have friends, but I don't go out like with these friends, or, I talk to them over the phone. And so yeah, it's not it's normal, but I just want to say it's not typical. I guard my heart. I guard my heart because of what happened to me in my past very carefully. I I mean, it is just sad what happened to me due to jealousy. And I mean, I'm not a jealous or egotistical or narcissistic, but look at my face, man. Look at my face. You know, People wanted to cut my face. People wanted to fight me, all because of how I look. I'm not perfect, but people just didn't like my face. I can't help how I was born. And it's sad to know that there's people out there like that, but there are. I mean, look what they're doing to the Tesla cars. They're scratching it, they're burning cars, they're out of control, they're disobeying the law, pretty much. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad. So I'm, I try to keep my distance away from people because when I be myself, which is the same way I am online, everything I say online, about Trump, that's why I'm moving mostly to a red state because pretty much, I want to move to a red state so I can talk amongst people who feel the same way. And if they don't, the majority do. They're in the state I want to move to. Um, there's been limited amount of attacks on Teslas. It's just better. So yeah, but I truly, I don't have nothing that anybody, like, I never get why a person would be jealous of a person like me, but I always see it. I mean, I hate to talk about it, but it's the elephant in the room. At first it starts off like, you know, I like your hair, and I say it's a wig, you know. I emphasize, it's just a wig. I have short, nappy hair, you know, and you know, I I can joan on myself all day with the stuff I have going on with me, you know. Um, I have acne. You wouldn't even see it, because I drink a lot of sugar products. And yeah, I don't get why people get, mostly women gets so jealous. And if there's a man around, Lord knows if there's a man around, it gets even uglier. It gets even uglier. You can tell by their facial expression. They have their, even if they're married or with somebody, their eyes are planted at that man and looking at me, and I just look down. I don't have time for it. I just say, I look away from the guy. I just be like, this is ridiculous, man. You know, I love all races and I love all women, but it's no room. We all in this way have room for growth, and we all should um extend a stick to each other that's drowning or trying to be pulled out of something that's struggling. We shouldn't sit up there and be afraid that they may supersede us. We should be more worried that the person that you're holding, that's holding your stick, that you're getting held, you're holding a stick to the person, and they're holding their stick, but they're on solid ground, and you're holding a stick for a person that's in quicksand. Beware that that person could let you go, and that person. So I don't get why people get so jealous that a woman will supersede another woman. Maybe that woman can help her. Maybe it's not meant for that woman to super, like, make it over that woman. Maybe it's meant for her to do a certain job. It's not meant for all women to make it past a certain um area. But that doesn't mean you have to be jealous of another woman. I'm not jealous of the Harvard's business people, you know. I'm not jealous of the people working for Trump with higher up positions. I'm not jealous at all. I root for those women. I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're purple. I don't care if they're aliens. They're doing an excellent job. And I should be felt the same way. It should be the same way for me. But only in my shitty life has, every time I try to grow, has I been kicked 3 times, 4 times backwards, because of the strength and the positivity that I want to bring to the communities and what I have to want to grow with the communities. I think outside the box. I may not have a strong, detailed, scientific value to bring to the community like a techie, but my mind is strong enough to know the foundation. I have a foundational build, like the stealth technology for police vehicles. Nobody talks about that. Even though they do it overseas. I build foundation, basics, brain stuff, robots to work for the police station. That's coming up next too. It's a lot of controversy. Look at what's going on now. It's a lot of controversy. Just let a Tesla robot work for the police station. They will be tearing it up. They will be tearing it up. Hands down. Shooting at it, everything. It will be a risk. We need something in the police station that can tell whether there's weapons in a car other than asking a person to step out. We need something saying you have a weapon in a car, throw that weapon to the passenger side or put it on the bottom of the seat or put them on the back of the seat and you can see it, the metal going to the back of the seat with the bullets, wherever it may be, wherever it may be. We need that type of technology to save our officers. We need it. Seriously. And I feel like, women these days, they think that if they talk faster, if they know more, then they're better than somebody. These young whippersnappers out here these days, like I don't I I'm not even going to talk about it. But I'll tell you this, you know, I've been on this earth 40 years. I've seen more than you can ever imagine, and I've been through more than you can ever imagine. And just because you may talk faster or think you know more, you don't. You don't. And since you can't get over things, just stay in your lane. And that's all I'm going to say about that, you know, because, you know, it's some whippersnappers, they, I hate to say it, but they disrespect people our age. And now I see what older people go through, and I see what put I don't care what I put my aunts and uncles through, because I never put my uncle and aunt through nothing. I was always mature. I never disrespected them. I would complain like any other child would complain. I wish I was adopted or fostered. Period. I never thought I knew more than them. I followed everything they asked me to follow. I never thought or talked over them. When they started They would try to irk my nerves. They would allow my sister to fight me and beat me up. It was dysfunctional. Period. So, yeah, and that's why I cautiously just I'm cautious around certain things, you know. Um I I think that women should be having kids. I'm glad that women are having more kids. Just make sure you can take care of them. I wish I could have more kids, but I choose to in the future foster. I don't I may want to adopt one and then foster some. And the reason why I say that is fostering is a rotation of kids coming in and out of your home within certain periods of time. And so I know I'm getting older, so I want to make sure I do this right and I'm more mature, not on drugs, not near a another dependent that is doing drugs that I used to like, not near the ghettos who have drugs. Don't put myself near those ghettos that have drugs. You know, I want to be able in life train. This is the best mission for me to be able to train at least a couple of young adults or children because I had that gift as a teenager to watch children, and I know it's still in these children or these adults now that I watch. They're probably different now, but it will always be embedded in them, me watching them, because I never did nothing wrong to them. They always loved me. So I want to train children on checkbooks and train children on maturity details and how to be a mature adult. That's all I want to do. And watch them grow into a mature adult and come back to me and say, Mom or Kimberly, you did an excellent job. That's what I want. Not use me or abuse me because they know I have money. So, yeah, I want that is the most best fulfilling job you can do is to foster or adopt a child that isn't yours, that isn't your blood, that is not even your blood, but you take care of them like it's your blood. And you don't second guess it. That will get you into heaven quicker than anything else because the parents that have children, they don't even take it. They just get by. They barely get by because they have family. And I've seen it. So, yeah. And I know that that will get me into heaven, just sincerely, heartfully, which is not a word, but I'm just making it up. Just being heartful and taking care of children, you know. I know one thing, when I move to whatever red state I'm going to, I want to make sure I get a dog. I don't want no pit. I don't want no German Shepherd. I may want a mix of something because they're very alert. When you get used to them, like my last dog was so small. He was a rat terrier. He was so tiny, but if anybody came up on me from behind, he would bark. He didn't allow, he wasn't with that shit. He didn't allow nobody near me. He was a very jealous dog. But the only thing I can say about him in a bad way was he was an older dog and he would actually, his bowels were weak, and that was it. And he would want to be around me all the time. He didn't like being caged in, like in a cage. But other than that, we got along. Then before that, I had another dog. I forgot what the dog was called, what kind of dog it was. I think it was a golden retriever. And I loved it so much. It was such a tiny dog at the time. I trained it not to walk. It was a puppy. I trained it not to walk. That was a bad deal. I had to go to take it to a PetSmart training classes, and it was terrible. It was terrible. And I gave it away to I gave both dogs away to one I gave to the Humane Society, one I gave to uh training Humane Society type thing where they took good care of him. I know they did. Cause he was gonna grow to be 60 pounds, and I I couldn't have kept carrying him. I kept carrying him because he wouldn't walk. You know, he was getting heavier and heavier as the days went by, you know, and his incontinence, he would pee. You know, he enjoyed being outside. He enjoyed being around the grass, but he couldn't let it wouldn't click for him. And I didn't like, people were starting to see that he was just a puppy, and people be like, "Oh, can I pet it?" And I would get so mad because I know how people are. You know, they would steal people dogs. Like just on TV a couple of days ago, I saw somebody that just stole a guy dog right from behind his, just right in his face, stole his dog. And at that time, Bidenomics was going on, and I had to stay in the slums of hotel rooms. So, wow, immigrants stayed in the luxuries of hotel rooms. So, yeah, but I am actually about to get off of here because I have something to do. But I appreciate our chat. I appreciate our chat. I appreciate I promise y'all, I put that on God. I'll be back on here like around 3:34. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful couple of hours. Um, just make sure, you try to do good by somebody. Make sure you try to do good by somebody, whether woman or man. Make sure you try to do good by somebody. All jokes aside, no puns, no nothing. Do good by somebody. Don't do good by your family. Do good by a stranger. That's your ticket to heaven. Doing good by strangers. Doing good by the homeless. Maybe buy them some chips or TV dinner. Route them to make the TV dinner and give it to them. Or buy them some chicken. So yeah, I'm about to get off of here. So take care, y'all. Bye.
Never waste my time.